Okay, hello everybody. This is Alex Pempetsukor, and I'm making this video for a friend of mine called Jan on how to assemble the bipod antenna that ZPPOK makes, and which has, from the results, been performing excellently. So basically, when you order this antenna, ZPPOK sends you everything except two other parts that you will need. I will tell him to try and add one of the parts at least, but the other one you can get yourself. So one of the parts, the one that you can easily buy from anywhere, is a antenna cable. I like to buy a ready-made one, but you can make your own, of course. And then the one you'll keep is this side. Sorry, obviously whatever your receiver does. This is SMA, and this goes to the receiver. And the other side you're going to cut it off, because we only need the inside. I will explain shortly. And the second part that you need is a simple copper tube. It's important. It should be a tube, not a rod. And then maybe about maximum, if you're ordering it, you don't need anything more than 10 centimeters. So you can have different sizes. As you see here, the important thing in the size you pick, it can be as big as you want, but as small, so that your like here your antenna cable fits in it. I use this size because this is a very small antenna cable and it fits perfectly. You can see it on mine. So what you do is you cut the maybe 10 centimeters or maybe just 7 of the rod. And you drill a hole, whichever size your rod you're going to use, in this plate. Before you assemble, make sure to drill a hole in the center here. There will be a hole already, but it's not big enough because ZPPOK doesn't know what size rod you're going to use. So you drill a hole here in the center so that the rod fits exactly, okay? Sorry, the pipe. Then you assemble the whole thing. These spacers are exactly tuned to the size that it needs to be. Those are calculated. So just put the spacers. I did apply some CA glue to hold them in place so it doesn't fall, but it was rather easy, and you know, it's completely sturdy. Then when you glue this together and everything is set, then you take the rod, whatever size you cut it. I suggest don't make it longer than you know, just the middle here. So the rod goes in here. This is probably 10 centimeters, you can see. And you push the rod until it hits this point. And that's where it needs to be, you know, to be flush with that. Then you put some, you can see it, actually you put some flux here, and you solder the pipe to the base. Important thing that it should be, you know, connected. No insulation, so just solder it around. It's very easy. You need because it's copper plate, it might need a lot of heat, but you know, be careful so you don't damage the back part. So just solder there, and then after you're done with that, you take your antenna cable, this side that you cut off, and you just push it through the rod. When it comes out here, you split it, and this is the important part. The ground part, the outside part of the coaxial cable, you solder it to A, this, and B, the rod also. It's very important that you can fold some of it back, that it touches the rod. So it's soldered to the, sorry, not the rod, the pipe. So this is touching the coax, and this is touching the coax. It's very important that this should be grounded all the way. It doesn't matter if this is up or this is up. Just make sure that they are on the opposite sides. So the ground on one side touching the pipe, and on the other side you bring out the sorry, focusing. Okay, yeah, you bring out the let's call it signal, and you solder it to the other side. Here should be insulated, of course. You know, here this insulated part. One side is the signal, the other side is ground. Okay, that's how the biquad works, and this is grounded also. So I hope that is clear. It's a very good antenna, extremely light. You don't need any counterweight. I can just move it like this, you know. So it's really, you know, it's a joke for these servos. Very, very good very good antenna design. And from my latest test, it was still usable up to 70 kilometers. Actually, it had a picture to up to 95 kilometers. Only, you know, it's not something you would enjoy flying with, but still, in case of emergency, it's a extremely good antenna. If you're flying normal flight, you know, you're within 40 kilometers of yourself, it's perfect. Okay, so that's it, man. Cheers.